No matter what stage of business you are in, you always need sales. But if you want to achieve sales, you need to know what you want to do and how you are going to do it. So here's our experience of converting our leads into sales. As you can see, we have a special guest today, Stacy Ragg. She's the director and co-founder of Embark CSR. How are you doing, Stacy?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm surviving. That's usually my answer on these videos. Let's get into it. As a person who's making a sale, or as a marketing agency in our case, we are always at a disadvantage. If you are selling to someone, if you are going and pitching to someone, we have to go and impress them. They have the choice to either say yes or no. So they are always at an advantage and we are always at a disadvantage. That said, you shouldn't bend over backwards and be too submissive when you are going for a sale. What you need to remember is you are still the person who can add value to their business. If you become too bogged down and submissive, chances are that the person that you are trying to sell to is going to walk all over you, and you don't want that to happen. Even if you get a sale this way, things are not going to end really well for you. Saying that, here are our 8 suggestions for converting your leads into clients.
Number 1, research your target audience. The first step to achieving sales is to understand your audience. You have to build curiosity to a number of questions, and some of these may be, what is it that they're interested in? What problems do they have? What stage in their business are they in? Which social media platforms do they use? And finally, where do you fit into in their business journey? When we first started in marketing around 3.5 years ago, I had more experience in the property world. And so this is why we targeted estate agents, because I understood more about what their problem challenges were. For example, I know for them to get customers such as those that are looking to buy a house or tenants that are looking to rent isn't so much a focus because they get them in abundance. Well, actually what they look for is the asset, which is the property. By having industry insights, it makes it a lot easier to work with particular individuals.
Number 2, get their attention. Once you know who you want to reach, you need to have a strategy in place. We are far away from the days when you could put out a marketing plan, when you could put out a marketing campaign and try to catch everyone with it. To convert more prospects into customers, what you need is an effective strategy, what Hamid was talking about. And then you need to know how are you going to convert these people. When crafting this strategy, also think from the psychological side of things. Also think about the personas that you are targeting. The sale part usually comes far afterwards. Once you have identified these personas, you have multiple options you can use. This can be social media, SEO, PPC, direct mail, anything can work, including networking these days, now that we are going back out in the real world. But you need to know why you're doing each of these steps so you have a better understanding of what to do afterwards as well. Once you have this information, have a go-to-market plan. In other words, you need to know how are you going to engage these people in each stage of the customer journey. So this includes 5 steps, starting with awareness. How are they going to find out about you? Next is consideration. When they start looking into your competitors and when they start looking into what other options are in the market, so they start considering you basically. Third, intent, when they start vetting you before starting to work with you. Fourth, that's where the purchase comes, and that's self-evident. And finally, loyalty. Hopefully, once they sign up with you and you keep delivering, they keep getting value out of you, they are going to stick around with you and help you grow your business as well. You need to have the right messaging for each of these stages because the customer or the potential customer is thinking of different things at each of these points.
Number 3, communicate value first. Let's go back to the execution phase. I'm assuming that you're now ready to approach your prospects or leads. And this is really important. Focus on bringing value to the life of your customers. Look at your own behavior. How do you feel when you feel somebody comes at you just to make a sale? How do you feel when you become just a statistic to a salesperson? People dislike those who feel that they're only coming at them for a sale. So aim to improve your customer's life and explore different ways in which you can add value to them. Can you share some information that might help them in their day? Can you connect them with somebody that might help them in their job role? Or is there another product or service that your company does offer that doesn't necessarily mean that them spending money with you that you can help them? Also remember, in most cases, people don't care about your solution, they care about their relief. Demonstrate your expertise in your field of operation. If you are the point of contact for your potential customers, they will also trust your judgmental solutions to their problems. They'll buy from you, they'll ask for advice in different situations, and they'll probably invite you to different events and introduce you to connections as well.
Number 4, make it a conversation. Building up on the point about communication, it's important that it becomes a two-way communication and dialogue, and this is how you can engage your ideal audience. Asking questions is a way to engage your ideal person, but more importantly, this is an opportunity for you to understand the journey of the person that you're speaking to. It's a bonus if you can find a casual setting that you're both comfortable in. Often, this could be a coffee, but for me, I've also enjoyed good conversation by playing chess as well as playing table tennis.
Or we can play poker.
Yeah. When it comes to business development and working with others, it's important that you get a 360 view of their business, which is why it's important to ask all the questions first before doing business. If you're selling a car, then a traditional pitch maybe suffice, but a lot of the times, if it's a service, you'll have to go the extra mile. Keep it human, keep it real, keep it interesting.
Number 5, follow up. Chances are that converting a lead will take some time, and the chances are that the time from the lead becoming a lead to becoming a customer will be extensive. This does not mean that you should only communicate with leads when it's valuable to you. Moving on from the last point, if you've built up a good conversation with your prospect, reaching out and following up should be quite simple. You should know their interests, things that would add value to their day. So keep the leads alive, for example, by following up with an email, a phone call, or even reaching out on a message on LinkedIn. Interestingly, in doing so, you have a much higher chance of converting that lead into a loyal customer. To begin, all of the leads you generated should be followed up within a couple of days, and then touching base from there on out. Doesn't always have to be about a sale. Again, it could be just touching base with them, following up on a timeline that you've agreed, or just checking in to see if everything's okay. You will want to make sure that all your follow-ups are successful as possible and answer all of the relevant questions, and if needed, put the prospect's mind at rest.
Number 6, gain their trust. Again, this connects well to the point that we've just made. If you form that trust with the individual, you're more likely to do business. In the B2B world, person buys from the person first before the product or service. Therefore, it's important to be friendly, approachable, and knowledgeable. By speaking the truth, and this includes your values and what you stand for, you will attract like-minded people where you'll enjoy doing business with them. And as we said earlier, when you have a meeting, it should be conversational and not a sales pitch because it's boring for everyone. So this means expect to have a number of meetings and coffees. Make sure you have fun and you genuinely enjoy each other's time and company. And so this is so you can get the full picture to see if you can do business together. As a rule of thumb, spend at least half of the time listening to the person in front of you. You'll have to do your own research of conversational pieces, and these are things that you have in common. Just as a couple of suggestions, it could be building curiosity about the person, challenges that they've faced in their business, and what are their future goals.
Number 7, ask for the next action. Too often we see that people have a meeting, even a pitch, and then everyone goes away. What's the point of this meeting? What's the point of this first conversation? Therefore, it's important to always agree on what is next. Part of sales enablement is to provide all the information needed by the person that you are talking to so they can make up their mind. And to be fair, this step should not stop even when people become your customers. We apply it in our business at Axis Digital. We have a meeting with our every customer every month, and before we finish that meeting, we put in diary the next meeting. Psychologically, this creates a sense of achievement that we had a fruitful conversation, that we achieved something today, and also people have a sense that they are going to achieve something again in the future.
Number 8, leverage your data and insights to optimize your efforts. This is where you continually improve your processes, hence improve your results. Reviewing previous results gives you the ability to recognize trends that have made your sales campaign more successful, or in the alternative, made it fall flat on its face. Can provide real clear direction into how to optimize your strategy moving forward. Your aim should always to be engage your audience, engage your leads, and keep the relationship alive. Analyzing your own performance and within your business also helps. Are there certain segments of your customer base that you are able to build a clearer rapport with?
Stacey, in your business, how would you say that you build relationships?
Well, once I'm at the point of execution, so once I've determined who it is that I'd like to reach out to and who it is I'd like to build a relationship with, I like to start it from a soft approach. So that could either be a soft reach out through LinkedIn or even a phone call and see if I could speak to the person that I'm looking to speak to book a meeting in. Once I've engaged the prospect that's on my radar, I will then set about finding different ways in which I can connect and add value to that person. So that could either be through an event that I'm attending or even through a mutual connection where I attempt to reach out. And guess what? The more engaged the audience is at every point of your sales funnel, the higher your chances of converting them into a loyal customer when they do reach the finish line.
Before we end this video, it's important to clear that there is no one size fit all. This is not some American video where I'm going to give you 5 tips that you can go and convert everyone into clients. And the sooner you realize this in business, the sooner you can go and grow your business. We can give an example from our own experience as a digital marketing agency. If I send someone keywords, if they have any questions, anything from what is a keyword, why are we going for certain keywords and not others, what is the intent behind these, if they just need hand holding, we will email them, we will call them, we will text them, we will send them resources, whatever that can help, we are going to take that step because we know that it helps in the long term. Chances are, if they are so invested in understanding, if they are so invested in asking these questions and they keep coming back to you, they are going to stick around and it's going to make a fruitful relationship. So don't take this as a negative. And good luck with converting your leads into clients.
Hi, I'm Harmeet Singh, and Stacey, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you very much for having me.
And I'm Tasir Ahmed. Hopefully you found this video useful and enjoyable. Please like and subscribe and do connect with all of us on LinkedIn. Cheers.